What's good, everybody? Welcome back to 876 United Facts TV. I'm your boy, Tashi Bryan. And you see it, look at it, people. I'm going to start off this post game reaction by saying we were robbed. In my opinion, that is a natural position for Lisandro Martinez to have his hand. He blocked it firstly with his leg. Then the ball ricocheted upwards to his hands. What is the player to do in such a situation? I mean, quite frankly, it has been a very horrendous weekend, and now it transpired into this week of VAR decisions. Very controversial decisions have taken place in the past week. But that's how the cookie crumbles. We cannot change the result, so we have to move forward. But I must also implore my fellow Manchester United fans that we will have games like these. We will have results like these. However, we have more positives than negatives at this point in time as it relates to our team performances. Now, yes, we're disappointed that we lost the game and so on and so forth. However, that's part of it. So, guys, let us now get into the performance of the game. For me, I'm going to start with our defense moving forward. So it was not the same defense which we used in our previous four games, right? There was a shuffle in the pack. Harry Maguire and Lindelof back as a pair in the back line with, of course, Malasia and Dalot. Now, for me, it is quite obvious that our two centre backs that played today, it is difficult for them to play as to how Ten Hag wants them to play. But I must say that the performance today from them was not poor to the extent where, it is disappointing, where, the fans should go beyond the moon and more to criticize them, because Real Sociedad didn't really pose as big of a challenge as if we were playing a bigger team. No disrespect to them. However, there is clear difference in this defense. Would I call it partner? Wait, no. There is a clear difference as it relates to Maguire and Lindelof in comparison to Lisandro and Raphael. Right? There's a clear difference and a clear difference in approach by both pairings of centre backs. There's more camaraderie, right, between Lisandro and Varane. There is more leadership, more communication. Today we hardly saw that today, right? Our wing backs, they did not play poorly, but they were not extraordinary. They were not what the fans would have loved, a show, bombing forward, what have you, and so on and so forth. Um, Casemiro got his first 90 minutes under his belt. No, for me, he didn't have a game where I am wowed, but he had a game where he did his job to the T. He recovered the ball when needed, and he was everywhere. He shielded our defense line in the game today, and that's what he's bought for. Now, I believe that the best we can get out of Casemiro is if he's playing with our two best attacking midfielders ahead of him. But all in all, because the result that we have today, a lot of fans will criticize him in a negative light, right? So I think that he did his job to the T today, but it is just disappointing that the result did not reflect as according to his performance. Now, Ericsson, it is clear as day that he is one of our midfield bosses when he's on the pitch for Manchester United. He's the orchestrator, he's the brain behind the midfield, and so on and so forth. He played well for the 45 minutes that he was on the field. He was making things happen, he was playing good passes in and around, his teammates. And he was the creator, he was the igniter for that first half. Now, Fred, as somebody who, for me, I am very much so surprised where he started today. I would have more expected Fred to play where Ericsson played today, right? Fred, I mean, he has his advantages in the sense that he works hard and his strength is tackling, and that is where we will get the best of Fred when he's doing the dirty work. Playing Fred as a number 10 today, I don't really understand as to what was our manager's thinking behind that, but we trust him, right? Nonetheless, I think that he had a very poor first half, and it was evident in the game. It was evident in his performance. And his second half was slightly better, but it still did not, give him good graces, in my opinion, for this game. I think that he was poor today, and it is clear that he is not a player that will make things happen, right? Now, mark you, the player who probably would have put in where Fred started in this game today would have been Van de Beek, but I am of the understanding that he is not fit. He's on the injury list, so fine with that. So, persons who are wondering why Van de Beek is not playing, he's injured, right? Now, let's get to our front three. Elanga started on the left hand side, and I mean, it is clear his strength, Elanga's strength, is pace. If we're playing a counter attack style, that is Elanga. But to play a system, a style of play where it requires us to keep the ball, right? Keep possession. I don't think he is one of the players that are ideal for such a system. Now, mark you, he can be utilized by Ten Hag in a very good and interesting way. That is to play in a counter attack style. So I believe that is where Elanga is best suited in the team. Now, Anthony, for me, he had cameos today because he hardly got, you know, touch of the ball and so on and so forth. So it is understanding that he put in the performance that he did today. And I think today, Anthony playing today is as a result of him getting more minutes with his teammates and so on and so forth. So I think that is the dilemma with Anthony. No, Cristiano Ronaldo. He had not one of his best games, but not really a bad game. So all in all, I would put Ronaldo's performance center, right? Dead center as an average game, right? I think that he missed a couple chances, which is understandable. However, we would have loved him to do much better today, right? Because in a game as crucial as this, the first, game in our knockout competition, we lost it. That's disappointing. And everybody knows the expectation of Cristiano Ronaldo and knows the performances he can give is crucial. And so for me, Ronaldo, I think he just needs to settle in and be ready because once Ronaldo is firing, there's no turning back. No, or substitutions. Lisandro coming on, you heard me speaking about it earlier on in the video. He came on and played well, because we didn't concede any more goals after that penalty. So it's clear that we did something wrong other than correctly, other than conceding that penalty. No, it's controversial. He blocked the ball, and understandably, when he blocked the ball, right, it went up and it hit his arm. No, that is the only negative aspect to Lissandra's game today. And I would say negative because it led to us conceding a goal. That's the only premise why I would call it a negative. However, he had a good game today, in my opinion. Ah, who else came on? So Lissandra came on, and Bruno Fernandez. He came on, and I think he performed averagely. Nothing really was created. Sociedad, their game was mainly to cause Manchester United issues in the build-up of play. But other than that, when they scored the goal, it was part of the bus football for them. So that's what I understand from you know the result today. But all in all, ladies and gentlemen, there will be ups and downs. So don't get carried away by the performance that we had today. You'll have games where we win, you'll have games where we lose. It's part of the rebuild, it's part of the new regime, it's part of the nuance that is here at Manchester United. So, guys, you know what to do at this time. In conclusion, like the video, subscribe, turn on that post notifications, right? And guys, keep 876 United Facts TV growing. Thanks for tuning in. See you in our next video.